Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching my video from. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if you know you've not subscribed to my YouTube, please do me a favor, subscribe, share, comment and like. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped. We are still on the topic traffic signs. So in my previous video we stopped at number 30. Okay, today we are going to continue from 31. If you've not watched my previous video, please try and do that. Okay, God bless you. So sit back and learn. How should you act at a point of danger indicated by this sign? How should you act? What should be your reaction? How should you drive? When you see a sign like this, please reduce your speed. Don't drive close to the vehicle in front because there might be a gravel might pull, okay, a stony area. You have to be careful, okay? So let's go to the option. I should avoid sudden maneuver. Yes, don't maneuver your vehicle anyhow. Don't turn anyhow. Maintain the greatest possible distance to the vehicle ahead. Yes, don't drive too close to the vehicle in front of you. Avoid rapid acceleration. Yes, reduce your speed. Okay, that's what you need to do if you see this sign. What does this traffic sign indicate? Look at this sign. From what you can see, this is a movable bridge. Okay, it's just a warning sign that there's a bridge ahead of you and it's a movable bridge. A movable bridge. What must you be aware of when you see this road traffic sign? When you see this sign, what should come to your mind? Please, is a warning. They are just letting you know that this road leads to a bank of water, leads to a water area. It might be a river. So you should be very, very careful. And sometimes when it's dark, you might not be able to detect a water area from the roadway. So that's why you have to drive with care, okay? When it is dark or visibility is poor, area of water are difficult to distinguish from the road. Yes, during darkness, you might not be able to distinguish them. The road leads to a bank of water. Yes, okay. What must you be aware of when you see this road sign? This is a stony road. There are stones on the way. You have to be careful. Avoid maneuvering. Avoid stopping. Avoid parking. Okay? Be very careful. Stone may be lying on the roadway. Yes. Vehicle in front may brake suddenly. Yes. In case of emergency or there are stones on the way, they might easily brake. Avoid stopping and parking. Yes. Okay? What must you anticipate with this road sign? This is a warning sign telling you that what? An airport, okay? Close to an airport area. You are driving close to airport area, and because of that, people might be distracted from the road due to the sound from aeroplane. Okay, people might stop, they might lose concentration. You have to be very careful. Sudden noise from aeroplane, yes. Other road users may become distracted, yes. Vehicle may brake suddenly, yes. It's possible. They might want to look at aeroplane, okay? So you have to be careful. You are driving a motor vehicle with a manual jack. What must you consider when you see this sign? A manual vehicle is different from automatic, okay? Now, when you see this sign, it's a warning sign telling you that you are approaching what? A slope, okay? A slope. And everybody know what is a slope. A downhill slope, okay? And please, in this area, you have to what? Be very careful. Don't press your brake anyhow. Applying the brake for a longer time will diminish the braking response. Yes, it will diminish it, okay? The braking response will be better if no jar is engaged. No, the braking distance is longer. Yes, because it's a slope. If you apply your brake will not hold on time. It will take longer for your vehicle to hold, to brake, okay? Because it's a slope. So you have to be very careful. And don't just apply your brake for a long time. If not, the brake will not respond, okay? You are driving a motor vehicle with a manual gearbox. What is the correct thing to do when you see this sign? This is what? A hill, okay? It's a warning sign that you are approaching a hill. And if you are approaching a hill, if you are driving at high jar before, please reduce your jar, because if you are using high jar, you might not be able to climb the hill. Your vehicle might be rolling backward. So instead, you reduce your jar to a lower jar, okay? I change down to a lower jar if necessary. Yes, that's what you need to do. When must you wait at this traffic sign? This is a St. Andrew cross. You normally come across this sign when you are approaching a level crossing, a red crossing. And please, when you see this sign, when the traffic is red, you have to stop, okay? Or maybe the traffic is not working, the traffic lights are not working, but there is not somebody there, and this person is holding what? A red, white, red flag, okay? You also have to what? Stop, okay? Or if the barrier, when I say barrier, I mean those pole, all those long pole on the level crossing, when it's being brought down, you also have to stop. It shows that a train is coming, okay? When the level crossing cannot be crossed without having to stop on it, yes, you have to stop. If you know you cannot cross the level crossing without you stopping on the train track, because you are not supposed to stop on the train track, okay? If you notice there is hold up, there's traffic in front of you, please, you have to wait. Make sure that train track is kept clear. Don't stop on it, okay? When a red vehicle is approaching, you also have to what? Wait, okay? When a railway employee is waving what? A white, red, white flag. Yes, maybe the traffic signs are not working and somebody is there controlling it and is waving a white, red, white flag. You also have to what? Wait, okay? What do you do when you see this traffic sign? What do you do? As you can see, this is a traffic sign indicating what? Right. The direction to the right is mandatory, is a must. You have to follow the right, okay? You cannot turn left. And before you continue right, you have to blink. You have to indicate. You have to use your indicator. Show the direction you are going and follow right, okay? You must indicate right and proceed only to the right. That's the meaning, okay? Indicate and continue right. And this also is also a direction, okay, to this straight ahead or to the right. Is either you continue driving straight ahead or you continue driving right. You cannot turn left. It's a mandatory, okay? It's a must, right or straight. If you are going straight, you don't need to indicate. But if you are turning right, you need to indicate, okay? To the right or straight, okay? In which direction may you proceed? Right or straight? What must you do when you see this sign? This is what? A, a traffic sign telling you that, for example, there's obstruction on the way, okay? Or maybe there's what we call an Islam on the way. So this traffic sign is telling you that you have to pass through this obstruction on your right side, okay? Follow through the right in order to pass through this Islam or obstruction. You must pass on the right of traffic Islam. Yes, you have to follow to the right, okay? You are approaching a bus stop marked like this. What do you do if you see children there? Please, this is a bus stop, okay? As you can see, under the road, school bus, vector, 7 in the morning, 9 to 9 in the morning, 11 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. Please, when you are approaching a school bus, whether a bus is stopping there or not, you have to slow down. Pay attention to children. If they want to cross, allow them to cross. Be at alert. Reduce your speed, okay? So, what do you do when you see children? Reduce your speed and be ready to brake. That's what you need to do in case they want to cross. You know, children are unpredictable. You have to be very careful, okay? Which vehicle are not allowed to drive here? Any vehicle you see inside this red circle are not allowed to drive, okay? This is a bicycle. On this road, bicycle are not allowed to drive, okay? This is what a motorized bicycle. They are not allowed to drive. What is allowed at this traffic sign? Now, this is a traffic sign. When you see this sign, you can stop for 3 minutes, okay? But you cannot park. Don't wait for more than 3 minutes. You can also stop. Maybe you want to load your vehicle or you want to offload your vehicle. You can also stop there, okay? Stopping for loading or unloading, for alighting or boarding vehicle, waiting up to 3 minutes, but you cannot park, okay? You can't park here. What is true in the case of this traffic sign combination? As you can see, this is what? Forfeit, okay? They are telling you that what? Cyclists, you have to give right to the cyclists, moving in both directions, okay? The cyclists are moving on the left and on the right. So if you are driving, watch out for cyclists. Don't endanger cyclists because they are using the road, okay? What is true in the case of traffic sign combination like this? What is true? I have to give way while also watching out for cyclists coming from left and right. Yes, for cyclists coming from what? Left and right. You have to be careful. Watching out for electric scooter traffic coming from left and right here. Electric scooter, cyclists, they are all the same. You have to give them right, okay? Only watch out for motor vehicle traffic coming from left, not only for motor vehicle, including cyclists, electric scooter. You have to give them way, okay? Not only vehicle, okay? Not only motor vehicle. You have to give this also the cyclist right of way. What vehicle may enter a circle highway that has a sign? Look at this sign. Which vehicle can drive on this road? This is a Fahrradstraße, okay? And if you check what the road on that, they said Anligenfrei. Anligenfrei means what? People living in that area. Bewohner, resident. So only people living in that area can drive on this road. And even though you are driving on that road, don't drive more than 30. Watch out for cyclists because this is what? A cyclist rule, okay? All vehicles driven by residents are allowed to drive on this road, not everybody. What is true in relation to yellow road marking? Everybody, I know you've come across a yellow road marking. There are some roads when they are walking on that road, okay, they will mark them with yellow road marking. Yellow road marking, they are not permanent, they are temporary, okay, and they replace the validity of white marking. If you see a yellow marking, please follow the yellow marking, okay, because it replaces the white marking, okay. Yellow marking only apply temporary, yes. They replace the validity of white marking, yeah. Only apply to construction site, not only to construction area. Even though you see them in other places, you have to follow the yellow marking. What is true in this situation? What is true in this situation? You already indicated left. You see? Look at it. Okay? Look at it. You already blink that you want to turn left. But there's a situation, okay? You are on the right lane and you want to follow this left lane where this gray car is. Now, you see this white marking on the road, all those white line at the middle. You are not allowed to drive on it. You are not allowed. So what you do now, you have to remain your lane and move forward a bit before you can turn to the left lane, okay? You are not allowed to drive on this white marking, okay? What is true in this situation? I may not drive on the restricted zone. No, you can't drive, okay? So, excuse me. What vehicle may enter a zone with this sign? Which vehicle can enter this area? Like I said, this is a cyclist zone, okay? Anligen Fry means what? Bevona, people living in that area. They are the only person allowed to drive on this road, okay? Or maybe you want to go and visit somebody on that area too. You can also drive on this road. And don't drive more than 30. Vehicle driven by residents, bicycles, small electric vehicle like your motorrad, your e-scooter, okay, they can also drive on the road. They can also drive on the road. Within a build-up area, what should you note when driving on a road where this traffic sign combination is displayed? Look at this sign, okay? This is what Einbahnstraße. Einbahnstraße. In a Einbahnstraße, you can only go in, okay? But you cannot return back. Now, and they said cyclists are using both direction, both the left and the right. So what do? Watch out for cyclists. Don't endanger cyclists, okay? Cyclists have to use the footpath. No, not the footpath. They are talking about the road, not the footpath, okay? Cyclists may move in my direction, yes. When overtaking cyclists, I have to maintain a minimum passing distance of 1.5. Yes, in a build-up area, because it's inside a city, if you want to overtake a bicycle, you leave 1.5 meter as a distance. But if it is outside build-up area, maybe highway, okay, you leave 2 meter, okay. This traffic sign is displayed on the right hand coaster. What does this mean? If you see this sign, okay, you cannot stop before it, you cannot stop after it. No stopping before this sign, no stopping after this sign, okay? I may not stop before it, I may not stop after. That's the meaning. This traffic sign is displayed on the right hand curb side. What does it mean? Look at this sign. When you see this traffic sign, you may not stop, okay? A start is a start of absolute no stopping area. You are not allowed to stop, okay? No stopping area, okay? Is what? A start of an absolute no stopping zone. Yes, please don't stop here. Don't stop here. When you see this sign. Excuse me. What do you have to be aware of when you see this traffic sign? What do you have to be aware of? When you see this traffic sign, you may not want to stop. Please don't stop, okay? In the area after this traffic sign, I may not stop. No stopping. No stopping, okay? What is the right thing in this situation? Now, as you can see, there is oncoming vehicle, okay? Look at a car coming, and the road is narrow. Now, let's go to the signs. Look at the traffic sign. First, you have to know the meaning of this sign. The first one, which is the triangle, means what? The two lane is becoming narrow. Both the left lane and the right lane is becoming narrow. While the last sign, this circle, means that you have to give right to oncoming vehicle. Vehicle that are coming, they are the first person to pass before you, okay? So in this situation, you wait until that green car pass before you can pass, okay? I may pass through the narrow point after the oncoming car has done so. When may you stop here? When? When may you stop here? Vector, okay? Vector, it means during working days, no stopping, okay? Remember I told you this traffic sign means what? No stopping, you may not stop. Now, but you can stop here on Sundays or on holiday, during holiday period or on Sundays, okay? On Sundays or public holiday, that's when you can stop there, okay? What apply at this junction? What apply at this junction? Now, this is a cycle path. There's a cycle lane, the cycle path at the center, at the middle. Now, look at this traffic sign. This is what 4 facts is a. You have to give way to vehicle on the road or cyclists on the road or electric scooter. At this junction, you don't have right. You have to slow down, watch out for the vehicle that are coming, both the left and the right, allow them to go. They have right over you. But looking at this junction now, there is no vehicle coming from your right. And the ones on your left, they have already passed. And the one that is coming is going to the one, the right. While you are going straight. Your car is going straight. So at this junction, you can cross carefully. You can cross, okay, but carefully. I may cautiously cross the junction. Yes, okay. I may consciously cross. What does this traffic sign indicate? When you see this traffic sign, please, you cannot drive on this road. You are not allowed to drive on the road, okay? On this road, vehicle of any kind may not drive. Yes. You are driving on a one-way street with signposting. What is correct? What is correct is what? Einbahnstraße. In the Einbahnstraße, you can only park on the left. You cannot park on the right. And if you want to take an Einbahnstraße, you have to first of all drive towards to the one, the left too, before you enter. Okay? Because it's what? Einbahnstraße. I have to park. No, you can't park on any direction. I have to get as far to the left as possible in order to turn left. Yes. I may also park on the left. Yes, only on the left. You can't park on the right. Okay? In Einbahnstraße. You are traveling on a main road. Which road sign end your right of way? Out of these three signs, which of them end your right? That means you don't have right. Okay? Number 2, end your right. It means you have to give way to the traffic on the road. You don't have right. Number 3, also end your right, the end of a priority road. That means you don't have right anymore. Okay? Which of the following rules of the road require you to stop before turning right? Which of them require you to stop before you turn right? Please, when you see a stop sign, you have to stop before you turn right. When you also see this sign, you also have to stop before you turn right. The reason why you are stopping is so that if there are cyclists or electric scooter coming from your side, you can easily brake and allow them to pass. So first of all, you have to stop at the junction, wash out before you can turn. Okay? Which road sign forbid you from entering the sign-posted area? That means you are not allowed to enter. No entry. Please, when you see this sign, okay, when you see this sign, is a pedestrian zone. Only people walking with leg are allowed to use the road. You are not allowed to drive on that road. Okay. When you also see this sign, it means no entry. Please don't enter. Even in your practical exam, don't enter. Okay. The last one, you can drive. Okay. In which direction are you allowed to continue? In which direction may you drive? Is either you can drive to the left or you drive to the right. Okay. To the right or to the left. Okay. A school bus is stopping on the roadway approximately 80 meters in front of you. Can this be dangerous? Yes. If a school bus is stopping on the road 80 meters away, it can be dangerous because, you know, pedestrian people, especially school bus, did you see? It's a school bus. So children are unpredictable. They can run into the road. So it's dangerous, can be dangerous, okay? It can be dangerous. Yes, because children do not always take the shortest route to cross the road. Yes, because children frequently run across the road to catch the bus. It's dangerous, okay? You have to watch out for children because it's a school bus. Because it's a school bus. Who is allowed to drive a motor vehicle on this road? Lieferverkehr. Lieferverkehr are people delivering goods. Normally, this is a footpath. On a footpath, you are not allowed to drive. But because they say Lieferverkehr, only people delivering goods are allowed to drive on this road. And even though you want to deliver goods, don't drive more than 30 km per hour, okay? People delivering goods. Which vehicle are allowed to use this specially marked like this? Which vehicle are allowed to use it? Buses. They are allowed to use this road. Anything you see inside the circle are allowed to drive on this road. Okay? Buses. Okay? Who is is allowed to enter a street signpost like this? Who? Normally, remember from what we learned, when you see a red circle like this, you are not allowed to drive on the road. But looking at what they wrote under, they said Alligen Fry. Alligen Fry means what? Bevona, resident, people living in that area. So only resident, only people living in that area are allowed to drive on this road. Okay? Resident, or maybe you want to also visit somebody. Okay? You can also use this road. Which vehicle are not allowed to use a road signpost like this? Please, cars are not allowed to drive on this road. Okay? Cars. Because as you can see, it's a red sign. A red means danger. Okay? If car cannot drive on this road, definitely buses, lorry cannot also drive. Okay? Excuse me. Cars and trucks are not allowed to drive. Okay? Which vehicle are not allowed to use a road signpost like this? Please, cyclists. If you are driving, if you are riding a bicycle, please don't drive on this road. Okay? Cyclists. Which vehicle are not allowed to use a road signpost like this? This is what? Motorcycles. Motorcycle, motorrad, you are not allowed to use this road. Okay? If you are driving a motorrad, a motorcycle, okay, you are not allowed to use this road. What do this traffic sign indicate? What does this sign mean? Remember, I told you the circle means well, no entry. You are not allowed to enter this road. Then they now wrote the distance, 100 meters. Now, when you see this sign, they are telling you that 100 meters ahead of you, 100 meters away, in front of you, okay, there is a traffic sign saying no entry. Okay, 100 meters, from 100 meters, please, no more entry. That's what it means. 100 meters ahead. Okay, this one, no entry 100 meters ahead. Okay, that's what it means. No entry 100 meters ahead. So we have come to the end of our lessons today. Please, if you have not subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay, thank you so much. See you in my next video.